Ladies and gentlemen, we speak today about beauty, and I want to show you a desire, a wish, a dream. My dream is to transform all people from all races, which are beautiful, if necessary, in another beautiful person from another race. Everybody wants to look beautiful, but what is beauty? Our face is our organ of communication. And for this reason, everybody wants to look good, because we are living in a time of information and communication. We sit in front of televisions, we sit in front of screens. There is total communication nowadays. And our face is our organ of communication. Why do you think that these beautiful people are beautiful? Why are they considered to be so beautiful? They have one thing in common, in fact. This is a forward-grown face. A face which has grown forward, where we have a long distance of chin and neck. When you look at different times of different cultures, our ideal of beauty has changed. This strong, old Greek culture, here is an Apollo, had as an ideal of beauty a face which was retro-positioned, a backward face, and the blue line shows this. This is 2,500 years ago, and this was the ideal of beauty. Nowadays, nobody wants to look like this anymore. To look, let's say, like somebody like Greta Garbo or Marlene Dietrich. In fact, both have been the first beauties under social-cultural aspects which had this forward-grown face. The face which came forward, and you see these blue lines from here over this average face to an anteface and to an hyperanteface. Nowadays, this face and this face, these are considered to be beautiful, even if nobody is realizing this, that he considers these as beautiful people. Since this first half of 20th century, all top famous artists, models, they all had this forward-grown face. And without this, you cannot be a model anymore. You cannot be Miss Universum or Mr. Universum or Miss Switzerland or Miss Russia. They all have the face forward-grown. We live in times of economic globalization. Everything is globalized, also beauty. People pick out from other cultures special attributes which they consider to be beautiful and would enhance their own attractiveness. All are beautiful. All of them which I showed you are beautiful, and I would say not everybody has all attributes. I even could improve them more. But all of them have one thing in common. They have a forward-grown face, which you see especially from the profile. The famous philosopher Plato from Greece, he said, beauty provides a natural superiority. We have to cite also Professor Karl Grammer, and he says, nature has produced an evolutionary dictate of beauty for sexual selection and acquisition of partnership. But we all, everybody, you, me, everybody, has a prejudice concerning outer appearance. Because we conclude from the outer appearance to inner values. When you look beautiful, then people trust you. So we conclude to inner values like leadership, trustworthiness, loyalty, reliability, correctness, precision, intelligence, and so on. Look at men in politics. Most of them look very good. I could improve them a little bit. But what happens when you look at the women in politics? What is going on here? What is wrong with them? What is wrong with them? Because nobody wants that Marilyn Monroe is Chancellor of Germany or of Great Britain. We don't like these beautiful ladies in politics. So it's one of the criteria for a woman in politics not to be attractive. Women are not like men. Men have always to look good, no matter what they do. They have to look good. This is scientifically proven. Women, not. When you want to go into politics, you should not look like Marilyn Monroe or Brigitte Bardot. Now I show you some patients. This is the patient as she looked after surgery. And she's a wonderful lady. She's highly intelligent. She could not find a job. She wanted to go to an airline to be a stewardess because she speaks 7 languages. But she looked like this. And when she sent her photographs into Swiss Air and Lufthansa and all the others, nobody wanted her. So we did the surgery. Then the outcome was like this. She sent in her curriculum vitae again and got within 3 days a call. She should come and be interviewed. Nobody wanted her before. Look at this young man. He is so dynamic as he is here in this picture. He is an entrepreneur and is very successful. Before, he looked like this. And when you look at him, then you don't really trust him that he is such a strong businessman. He doesn't look like this. And you all have the same prejudice as I have when I look at a person like him. He may be a nice guy. Surely, a nice guy. But you would not make a big business with him. But with this one, you do. It's the same person, of course, the same character, the same brain, the same capabilities. But this one you trust, and this one you trust less. This is a young lady from Italy. She's an actress now. She looked before like this. And you see, this is not the profile which is desired nowadays, being an actress. She has this backward, receded face, as in ancient Greece. Now she looks like this. Forward-grown face, very successful. Or this young lady, also she didn't look like this for a long time, and she was very desperate. She studied economics, by the way, and stopped doing it. This was her appearance before surgery, after surgery. This is done by rotation advancement of the facial skeleton. Or this lady here. So she came along from Augsburg in Germany, and then we made out of her this face. This patient looks also much younger. This is an operation which can do everything. It's a total new dimension of creating attractiveness. And when you look at this lady, how she looked in 1987, and then immediately after surgery, from here to here, she looked 20 years younger. I met her by chance 2 years ago, and you see, still she looks young after 20 years. This has a permanent effect, this operation. You cannot make a facelift. This would never give an attractive result. A facelift means you pull skin, but you don't make more attractive. You just take skin away. You look as attractive or as ugly as before. Many people snore. Many men snore, but also ladies. And together with snoring can come along sleep apnea. This is a very earnest disease, and all people which have a sleep apnea are not very attractive. Sleep apnea means stopping breathing. They breathe and snore and suddenly there's nothing to hear anymore. They stop breathing and suddenly they try to get the oxygen inside. The problem with sleep apnea is, and this heavy snoring, you have not enough oxygen, and every night millions of ganglia cells of your brain die. And also your heart has not enough oxygen and you get a heart infarctus. The principle of treatment is to move the jaws forward to open the airways here. Because a retropositioned face with a short chin, neck contour, a double chin, causes very narrow airways. So when you look at this young man, it's in every age possible. Even babies can have a sleep apnea. And when you look at this young fellow with his special face, backward positioned, and you look at the airways here, you can measure the airways, they are very narrow. When he tries to sleep, then the tongue falls back and closes totally. And then we do this operation.